Hi, Scorpio. So, this is going to be your general love reading. So, let's see what's happening with you, honey, in your love arena. What's happening with our Scorpion collective? Again, the timeline is the timeline. So, it's going to happen when it's going to happen. What might be somebody's future might be somebody else's present or past. So, be aware of that, be mindful of that, and take what resonates, leave what does not. Reverse energies as you see fit. More so with these general love reading types and yours and theirs too, you know? So remember to reverse those energies if it's in the reverse for you guys. All right. Collective readings mean collective application. So hence the tarot rules. Yes. Show me Scorpion Collective. Show me what's happening with our Scorpion Collective. Emperor is in the past for you. The lessons that you've learned. For some of you, you felt like, you have had to be very strong headed in your relationships. You might be very masculine in your approach. It's like I was the one wearing the pants. Now, whether you're a male or a female does not matter. You could be a male and still feel like, I always have to be very strong headed, or you made a strong decision here in the past. You stood in your power. And the lessons that you're taking forth with regards to your past relationships to this day is that don't ever forget your self empowerment. Don't ever forget your worth. Don't ever forget what you want, what you need, and what your worth is. Stand in your power, enforce those boundaries, enforce those goals that you really wish to see in your life. Don't settle for anything less. All right. The current situation is the Three of Pentacles. All right. So there's some sort of friendship here. I don't know if it's work or if it's friendship. I have no idea. So we'll have to take a look at that. But if we're connecting with somebody, then it's very loose sort of connectivity. We are just starting structure. We are just starting to connect with this person and we like it. We have shared interests with them, commonality, common points between us. Like I study science, I'm interested in science, and so are they. I'm interested in spirituality, so are they. There are different arenas of commonality between us that helps us engage with each other. In your energy here is the Three of Wands. All right, so you're waiting. Now, are you waiting with purpose or are you waiting with, hopelessly waiting? That is to say that it creates a lot of psychological harm. Waiting for no reason, waiting if somebody hasn't given you enough to work with, or waiting in a case that where they haven't made it clear about whether this is going to go forward or not. Then that's a wrong thing, because then you're causing yourself a lot of psychological, spiritual, and emotional harm, right? So we are very prone to us Scorpios are very prone to that, honey. So we might want to be mindful of that, because I'm a Scorpio sun and I know this energy. I can wait as the day is long if I believe in something, if I believe in someone. So we might want to be mindful of that. But I think with regards to this, if it's a starting structure, you're waiting, you're open to finding out about where this goes, where this lands. Should you give this more or should you give this less? But any starting relationship requires for you to trust and for you to wait, right? For it to ripen, for it to organically unfold. And then you can make decisions, right? The Six of Swords is the person that's surrounding you. All right, they might be relocating or they might be moving away from you. I feel like this person is walking away from you. I don't know, they're mentally at a distance from you. I can't I can't put my finger on it as to whether they are moving away from you in a relation, away from this relationship, or are they just living at a distance. So we'll clarify and then we'll get to know. The mutual attraction between you two is the Page of Pentacles. All right, so starting structure it is. Communication, that's your mutual sort of attraction between you two. Communication seems to be very prominent in this one. If you stop communicating with each other, the attraction will stop, but it's very little right now. It suggests it's buildable, but will you put in more? The strength is, your strength is the Three of Cups. You know how to bring things together. There are too many three, man. I was thinking, it crossed my mind when I saw Three of Pentacles and the Three of Wands together. It's like, is this a third party situation? Because it feels like it. You're telling me that you are somebody who can bring things together, who can connect easily to other people. You don't have a problem with that. And funny enough, Scorpios are actually very good with social skills. You see, whether they would like to accept it or not, but we guys are really good with social skills. We know how to connect to people emotionally speaking. We know how to make that personal connectivity with people around us. So you're telling me you're willing to do that in this situation. That's your strength here, that you know how to connect with this. You are very familiar with this energy. You know how they feel on the surface, but it's on the surface. You're a fixed water sign. You need deeper things, believe it or not. The Four of Wands seems to be the obstacle. I told you. Is it a real relationship? Is it a third party situation? And that's why they can't give to you like that. And that's why the investment remains very small, despite the feelings, despite your willingness to want to go deeper, no pun intended. We can't necessarily move it forward. We can't necessarily make it mutual. We can't necessarily make it exclusive. What is up? What's up? The Wheel of Fortune. All right, so we are subject to change here. Some things are going to change, whether you like it or not, whether it's in it's done so by your will house or the universe's. But I feel like the universe is stepping in, like, all right, you two heads, like, time for a change, because things are not changing here, things are not building, things are not escalating, it's just plateaued and it's on the surface, and it has remained as such for a very long time. You're telling me Three of Wands represents time as well, and the wheel represents far too much time. So things are not escalating, things are not moving forward. So, the universe is stepping in for some sort of change to be applied to the situation. The Nine of Wands, the Five of Wands, and the Seven of Cups at the bottom of the deck are, is somebody keeping their options open? There's too much competition in this. You know, somebody is speaking too much and competing for other person's love cups, but the other person doesn't seem to speak much because, well, they are indulging in different cups. So they are not paying attention to just one. And that's why they won't speak a lot. That's seems to be the point here. All right, let's look at your Emperor. Let's try to remember our self empowerment lessons in the past. You know how to make decisions, you know who you are, you know what you want, you know what you deserve. Let's not forget that. Our old relationships have taught us that. Now, whether this is a new relationship or this is something old that has been going on for a long time, how much waiting is too much waiting? We need to draw a line in that, right? We need to draw a line in the sand. Let's see the Emperor in the past. Show me the Emperor in the past. For some reason, I'm feeling very anxious in your energy. Like, can we speed this up? So for some reason, probably you might be feeling like that in this relationship as well. Like, can we go deeper? Can we build on this? Can we go more deeper? Can we establish more substance in this connection with each other? It's like you're getting a little fidgety because you feel like there is some change that needs to come here. Seven of Wands, Ace of Wands, and the Queen of Swords. Yep. For some of you, stood in your power, like, I want a new beginning. And that's what I'm standing up for. No looking backwards. I'm not looking backwards, and I'm going to enforce that decision. I'm going to be strong headed about it because the Emperor is very strong headed. He's my way or the highway kind of person. So when he enforces a boundary with the Seven of Wands, like, no backseas, no looking back, I'm just going to look forward towards new beginnings. And I've made an active sort of determination and mind to look towards new beginnings. No renewing things from the past. No more renewing things from the past, which means something was constantly trying to renew things with you and you were not having it. It's like you were having to probably be more strong willed about it. Otherwise, they would have kept trying with you. Otherwise, they would have kept coming back over and over again, and things might not change. So you stood in your power at some point in time and you said, like, no, that was it, buddy. That was it. We're not going to move any forward. That was the last time you tried with me. No more chances. Okay. Three of Wands again. Look at this. The King of Swords and the Three of Cups again. Look at Ten of Swords, Six of Wands, the Emperor again, the Emperor again. Is this somebody else that's pushing on you? They're trying to connect with you. You showed me your energetic imprint as being the Queen of Swords. So I feel like this King of Swords is somebody else. And they're trying to connect with you. You know that you can connect with this. You ended up blocking this person. And after a long time, there's too much three in here, honey. I feel like this is a third party situation. Believe it or not. Three over three. Three of Pentacles, Three of Wands, Three of Cups, Three of Wands, Three of Cups. I mean, there's so much three, it's not even funny. I feel like somebody has options and they are treating you like an option as well, but they are not willing to let you go. They're insistent. You put a block, but they're still trying to give it time. Like, oh, in time, maybe, when Scorpio has calmed down, then I'll contact them again. And then they will connect with me because that's how you roll probably. You probably had a habit of connecting to them every now and then. They would give you some time to cool off, and then they'll come back again, like, let's connect, let's not talk about the past, let's forget, let's not take any accountability of the past, but let's just, energetic check in. What's up, Scorpio? What say ye? Let's meet up, let's have fun, with no next to no insight as to what happened the first time. Why did you block me? This was my mistake. I own up to it. I'll do differently this time. Nothing like that. They just want to connect and connect. That's it. They're not willing to let go of you. What the F is this? I am borderline irritated. Six of Swords again. And the Death. They're not willing to move forward. Even if they seem like they are moving forward, they're lying. Like, okay, I'm done too. You blocked me, I'm done too. I'm moving forward. But they are not. Let's see the Three of Wands for you. Show me the Three of Wands for Scorpios. Show me the Three of Wands. Please tell me you're waiting for something else altogether. Please tell me you're not waiting for this. You know, I feel like when you stood up in your power, it took you a lot of strength to block this thing, because it kept renewing things with you with nothing improving. It was superficial as it was since the beginning, nothing was changing. The Queen of Coins, the Fool. You're looking towards new chapter energy. You're not looking back. Thank God. Oh, thank God. Thank you, Scorpios. You learned your lesson. You're telling me I know my worth. I'm looking forward to myself, to building my own legacy, to communicating things, to taking action towards new arenas in life. I'm opening up to something else altogether. You might be communicating with somebody else altogether. It might not be this person, frankly speaking. Look at this. The next three cards are Eight of Cups, Emperor. That's you. You told me that you're an emperor. You might have some Aries in your chart. Not the point. You're Martian regardless. So, Eight of Coins. For some of you, you're putting your energy into work and you're not looking back. You're looking to more stabilizing yourself more, understanding your self-worth more, and getting into your own, coming into your own. You're trying to learn about yourself. You're trying to get stable within yourself. Understand what your values are. The Queen of Coins is all about values, stability. This is what I deserve. This is what I'm worth. This is who I am. This is what I contribute to the table. And no, I'm opening up to different direction. Every card is looking the other way. It's not looking at this person. So they are going to try to communicate with you. I promise you. I feel like whatever you two connected with, there was passion between you two. Of course there was. And there was some sort of fiery communication as well between you two, flirtation too, and intellectual conversations that was really nice for the both of you. But you stopped enjoying it at some point in time. You were like, I don't enjoy it anymore. It's not going to go any further. Why am I giving to this constantly? I'm not about superficiality. Yes, the conversations are good, but to what extent? If it's not going to go any further, what am I doing with you? Why am I communicating to you? Why am I exerting this much energy? My passion belongs in those arenas where things are going to grow, where things are going to add to my stability. The Queen of Pentacles, I deserve stability. I deserve groundedness. I deserve to feel safe and secure. And I think you're all about security right now. The Six of Swords, it might be an Aquarius. I thought so. Six of Coins, Knight of Swords. Yep, yeah, they're telling me they're moving forward. But are they? They're confused. They're confused if this cycle is closed. They're confused if the cycle is closed between you two. They still think of you. They still think of you, believe it or not. Show me the Page of Pentacles. They're telling me they're moving on, but I don't know. I don't know. I don't believe it though. They're telling me that they are also somebody who understands the balance principles in their life, equal give and take. They're telling me that they have people who they connect to too, and they take action towards them and their everyday reality as well. They keep their balances intact, and that helps them understand. They are keeping track of their goals, in terms of finances, in terms of other relationships too. They're telling me that they take action towards that very fiercely. They are very intellectual here. And I feel like they met with your Queen of Swords, but you are Queen of Coins too. You're an emperor. You're all kings combined. So you have different elements, but your Queen of Swords spoke to their King of Swords. I feel like this person is more air-oriented, and that's why you spoke to their side, air side, and that's why they liked communicating with you. But that's not all there is to you. You are so much more than just a Queen of Swords. The Hanged Man, the Ten of Swords, And the Seven of Swords. Yeah, somebody still thinks that this might open up and that they might come back again. They're doing this sneaky, in a sneaky manner. They're telling me that, oh, this is ended, this is done, I'm moving on. But I do think about that ending though. Can we bring this back together? I if I if I put down one message, it might come back. I'm thinking that. Let's give it more thought. Somebody is doing it here. Somebody is. I don't know if somebody will take their chances or not, but they're telling me that they're gonna give it some time, and then they'll connect with you again. They're the borderline cocky, the borderline cocky. I feel like they meant more to you than you meant to them, you know. This person feels like this hasn't ended. This person feels like, no, it hasn't. Scorpio thinks that this has ended, but I'm going to give it some time and then I'll put a page of pentacles in their direction and then we'll be back on track, baby. We'll balance up with each other again. Let's see the Three of Cups for you. In your strengths. You're telling me that you could connect with this person if you could. And also, you know how to connect with people. You know how to have a good time. You know how to have a good time with your friends, family, people who celebrate you. You understand the good sort of Three of Cups, right? Where people actually want to meet up with you, where people actually celebrate you and they make you feel good. It's the good kind, not the repetitive kind, like there is no depth to it as such. But hey, let's just keep on connecting. Don't go too deep because I might not. Let's not talk intimacy. Let's not talk deep feelings. Don't talk like that to me. Don't expect anything more from me. The Fool, the Ten of Swords, the Star. Yeah, you're looking away from this person. Man, look at this. I told you this person is that. You ended the situation and you're opening up to different sort of things. You're opening up to different arenas of communicating and connecting with those people who actually make you feel good, and you know that they're a friend, right? It's like this person was more than friend. I know it. I know it because there was attraction between you two and that there was intellectual stimulation and maybe flirtatious communications as well. And that's why you knew that this was more than friendship. We are not just friends. But now you're telling me that I know who my friends are and I love connecting to them. There they are again. Look at this. They still think that they could justify the situation. Oh, but have they learned shit with regards to the situation and what went downhill between you two and how are they going to fix it? How are you going to fix it? Tell me, what are your insights on this? Have you learned anything or not? Because they're avoiding learning about endings. Look at this, the Hanged Man. Okay, I'm going to invest something into learning about this ending. You know what? Let's not do that. It's too painful. It's too overwhelming. It's too icky. It's too much there. It's too much zigzags, you see? And that's why I don't want to get my foot into that muddy waters. Let's not do that. I'll have to take responsibility for it. And I don't want to do that. Okay, Four of Wands is in the obstacles. We never defined the relationship between us. Things were always blurry. Friends with benefits, situationships, that's what it was, right? I mean, that's what it looks like. You're telling me you desired this too, but you know that it's a broken star at this point. And opening up to this would mean opening up to further pain. I feel like you do hope things. You see them as the star that they are. They're showing me that. You're familiar with that star-like quality to them. But you're telling me that when it comes to this situation, I don't think that we can ever connect and be on the same page. It hurts too much to connect to this person. It hurts too much to be open to this person. I can't do it. Look at this. The Four of Wands, they're balancing up with somebody else. That's why I saw that Six of Pentacles. They are giving to something else here altogether. And that's what hurt you. I feel like knowing. Did I catch that or what? You knew about this person's goals. You knew that this person was giving to something else, contributing to some other desire or some other vision with somebody else. They're connecting with them. They're balancing up with them. And they're giving to that. Although their heart is not in it, but they still give to that. And you understood that. And you know it. That's why you're telling me that I can't connect to you. I could. I could bear the pain and still connect with you if I chose to. But what's the point? It's too much pain, right? The Four of Wands, the Six of Wands, the Lovers, and the Nine of Cups is the obstacle here. The obstacle is to emotionally claim this connection here, to go deeper. I told you, it remained at the Three of Cups level. It never went to a 9 or a 10. You know, I love this, and I don't have a problem claiming that. Even, yeah, that's the person who has a problem claiming that. Was it a Leo, Scorpio? I don't know, a fellow Scorpio too. You're telling me it's too hard for me. I have to move on from this. It's a dead end. It's a dead situation. I'm just carrying different sort of weights on my back with no point, with no return. You know, it's not going to serve me. I just keep on carrying dead ducks on my back, and there's no point to that. Can't even eat it, you know. But it was a very strong connection here. The Lovers, the Nine of Cups, the Six of Wands. When you two connected, it was on point. It made you two feel very vibrant, very seen in each other's energy. Somebody felt really seen. I feel like it was shared between you two, though. And we felt emotionally pleased getting this person's attention, or giving this person might have felt that way. Like, I feel good. This person looks at me, and that pleases me a lot. When this person gazes at me, I love it. I love it. I'm here for it. I want more of it. But don't tell me to define this relationship, because then I will not. I will not emotionally claim anything that I experience here. The experience was there, but nobody wanted to claim it. Okay, that's amazing. This person feels like they could connect with you again if they wanted to. If they were determined to do that, they could bring this back together. Oh, that's cockiness. Let's see the Wheel of Fortune for you. Let's see the Wheel of Fortune for you. Last shuffle. All right, Five of Pentacles. Yeah, you're emotionally walking away from this. You're emotionally detaching. Whatever hope you still feel right now, you're on the pathway to detaching from that as well. You understand that in the near future, after some time passes by, that probably this person was never available to begin with. This was already a broken relationship to begin with. Not just physically, we could not come together, but emotionally as well. Somebody was not showing at their side of the fence, you know. With time, we're going to realize that. Not right now. I feel like, and with time also, you're detaching. You're completely detaching and walking away from any sort of hope towards this, any sort of hope of receiving equal love or equal care, concern, anything, even if it's minute as hell. You know that this is a lost cause. You will accept it as such in time, but not right now. It's going to happen in time, though. All right. That's amazing. But I'm glad. I'm glad that this is happening, because a lot of people will be caught up in these sort of relationships and still giving to it, exhausted. You're telling me you know better and you are giving to yourself. And I need you to keep doing that. Even though this connection might pull on you, tug on you, you might feel that this person might be coming your way or things like that. You know, they might be thinking of you, and that's, if it's a strong connection, you might pick up on their energetic attempts, you know, to connect with you. Just understand that it's going to pass. With time, it's going to get better, and you're always going to feel this connection in some way, shape, or form, because they're your lover. So let's just make our peace with it. You're always going to feel your soul bonds, honey. It doesn't matter. But that should not stop you. The bigger part of you wants to move on and experience different things, new things in life. Some of you might travel as well in the near future. That could also be the case. And you're looking forward to it. You know it, that you're going to travel. So that's good. I need you to do that. It might open up different arenas of life that might invigorate your soul, and that will get your mind off of this ending. Some of you need to open up more to different things in life. Otherwise, you'll keep on thinking about this ending and hope that maybe it will mend. Are they coming back? Will they come back? Even if there's a slightest bit of hope in your energy, that will wash away eventually. I see it happening here. Like, you accept that this is ended. My emotional loyalty towards this has ended as well. The Knight of Swords, the Star, the Page of Swords. Yeah, they keep an eye on you. That's why you feel their energy pull on you. That's why you still think about that ending. That's why you haven't let go of it. They think about you. I told you. And they lie to themselves that no, this person didn't make me happy. No, I was not attracted to their heart. No, they didn't make me feel loved. What are you talking about? They keep on telling themselves that. Yeah, let them do it. It's not your problem. This person is not your problem. I'm telling you, this person is not your problem. Be you. Look to your side of the fence and look to your karma. That's it. Their business is their business. It should not be your concern. They're telling me they know what their goals are. Well, then, buddy, if you know what your goals are, why are you thinking about me to begin with? Should you be done with it? Since you've got things going on in your world, why are you here? Why are you looking at me? With desires, too. They're desirous of you. They see you as the star as well. They feel like there's a destiny attached to you, a rising star. And they look at you. Where are you taking actions? What are you doing? Let's not do that. We should focus on our lifestyle here. Let this person watch you. It's not your problem. I need you to focus on you. I need you to focus on what you are doing. And let's not look back, look at their profile or things like that. It will bring out the pain again. Let's not do it. Yep, they're thinking of putting that. I told you they are going to try to communicate with you again with time, in time. I'm telling you, it's going to happen in time. But you're going to walk away. Even if there is a chance of connecting with this person, it's so minute and it comes out of nowhere. You were not expecting it, but it's still confusing. It has no insight whatsoever about what it wants to do, what it wants to say, what it wants to have with you. And it's still like a page. Hey, what's up? Hey, where are you? How are you doing? I'm sorry. Don't you remember the last conversation with each other? Don't you remember our situation? Shouldn't you be coming and try to lay down some truths and try to mend the break before we hey each other? But no, they haven't learned shit. But I feel you're gonna in time recognize that this is not what you were wanting or desiring for yourself. Even though if it felt like a strong connection at that point, you're done with it. You see it as a devil shit. Yep, there you go. You learned your lesson. It's a bad job. You've put too much thought into this, honey. I need you to trust that. This is a dead end. This is a bad situation. It's an unrequited thing. It's always going to be unrequited. It's the investment is so low, like they're trying to disrespect you. Man, this is so disrespectful. It's like they feel like if I throw crumbs at this Scorpio, they will come back around. I might be able to reel them in again. The Eight of Cups, look at this. Yeah, you will walk away from waiting on this. And that's justified. You're telling me that you know. Look at this again. That was false. Waiting on this situation, even though it was, very slight, you were waiting on the situation, energetically speaking, or maybe just hoping that they will come back, maybe just hoping that they will try to balance the scales with you, hoping that situation will balance itself out, or they will provide justice to you, or they will bring balance to the situation by owning up to their side of the coins. This is how I hurt you. They'll say that. They'll own up to that. It will never happen. They lack insight, they lack maturity, they are not focusing on you like that. They just want to have a good time. And that too, not for a long time. They're not consistent with that as well. So there you go. That's all I have for you, Scorpios. I hope this helped and take care.